As a Merab and Jiri Prochazka fan, UFC 311 couldn't have gone any better. Prior to this event, dude, Merab was getting so much hate just because of that Sean O'Malley performance. And a lot of people forget that he's got an entertaining style. If you don't like wrestling, maybe he's not for you. But Merab, man, he matches up insanely well for anyone in the division. I don't think there's anyone in this division that even stands a chance against him. People thought it was going to be Peyton Talbot. He was going to climb up there and take the throne, but man, that's another video for another day. Peyton Talbot, man, you got fraud checked so insanely hard, unfortunately. But Merab, dude, his motor, his drive, his want to be great, his work ethic, unmatched. This man has an engine like no other. This is why he's nicknamed the Machine. I think pound for pound, he should be top 5, 100%. There's not a single person in the UFC that can keep up with his pace in a fight. The only way to beat this dude is you need to knock him out in the first or second round or submit him in the first or second round, and I just don't think that can happen. Dude, the one time he took a big clean shot versus Mariah's, dude, everyone thought it was over, and then he comes back and just dominates the guy. Watching him take down a Dagestani dude like Umar, take him down and defeat him easily. There was one judge who scored it 4-1. Dude, it is so impressive. And I think he gained a lot of fans because he was showboating. He had that moment where Umar was on his back and trying to pull him down, and he just wouldn't move. He was like a brick wall. Dude, I think this fight won him over a lot of fans, a lot of respect. And what's next for this man? You know, there's one fight in particular that I think needs to happen. And it doesn't have to do with anyone in the bantamweight division. A lot of people say Petr Yan deserves another shot, but he got 50-45 by Merab. Merab, anytime that there was space, he just closed the gap and took him down. I think the fight to make right now is Merab Dvalishvili versus Alexander Pantoja. Pantoja, he's like Merab in a way. Not a lot of people respect him. Not a lot of people would just decide to watch him. But he has an entertaining style that is underrated. And I think it really showed in his last Kai Asakura fight when he just dominated him and choked him out. He gained a lot of respect for that. You even saw it when they showed him on the crowd cam at UFC 311 because he actually got a pretty good roar. I think this is the fight to make because these two divisions are in a weird spot. There's not really anyone within their divisions that kind of stand a chance because Merab has been on a historic run of fights right now. His last 5 fights, like, that's the greatest 5-fight stretch in the UFC besides like an Islam Makhachev or Islam or Ilya. And then you look at Pantoja, he has cleared that division. Everyone in the top 10 basically he has beaten. So it's an odd spot, but I think you got to put Merab versus Pantoja. Do I think Pantoja has a chance? No, but people have thought that before, and he just continues to grind it out and win. I think Merab versus Pantoja would be exciting. Pantoja has a little, I don't think he has the cardio to really compete with Merab. If it's a 5-round fight, Merab's going to win every single time. And I think Merab's got that. So, Merab, man, you gained everyone's respect. He's an impressive fighter. He is a machine. He is a machine. You cannot expect to wrestle this guy. If you wrestle him, if you get in a grappling exchange one time and it lasts the entire round, okay, you're going to be breathing. And then he's going to come back and look like he literally didn't break a sweat. And he's going to come back, he's going to spam the takedowns on you. He's going to take you down, ground and pound, let you back up, take you down again, and it's going to exhaust you. So Merab, I think pound for pound, he's probably number 3 behind John Jones and Islam. I know it's crazy to say, but Merab is that good. That pace is a weapon. Another amazing thing from UFC 311 was Jiri Prochazka. I'm coming. Jiri Prochazka, congratulations. I'm coming. Man, is Jiri Prochazka the cure to male loneliness? Dude, he is. I love him. I have loved him even before the Alex Pereira fights. I loved him. If you don't know much about him, go watch him fight Glover Teixeira. That is got to be one of the most underrated fights in UFC history, dude. That is a war, and Jiri pulls it off in like the final 15 seconds and taps out a jiu-jitsu black belt. This man is chaotic. I love him, and he looked really improved in this fight. When you go back and watch the Pereira fights, or when he fought Rakic, this man, zero head movement. He just preferred to block punches with his head. And then you go and watch this fight against Jamal Hill, who is a great striker. His head movement was superb. He like entered the flow state and just dominated him. And it's a really similar style to what Pereira has, like just a lot of head movement. You know, he doesn't really have a high guard. But man, I was just so impressed by his performance, his bobbing and weaving, knockout power. I think Jiri, if you give him a third matchup against Pereira, I know it's crazy to say, I don't think he would win that, but you gotta book it. Dude, he deserves a third. He's literally, I got a feel for him because he clears everyone in that division. I think he beats Ankalaev just because he has that knockout power, and he is technical. He's really technical with selecting his punches, and he's just so chaotic. He doesn't know, like he's giving you different looks every single second. He's jumping, he's switching stances, he's faking a kick to you constantly. Oh, I love him. I love this man. And the shaved head, Jiri, please keep that look. You look a little weird with the little googly moogly back there, but Jiri, I was just amazed by him. I'm such a fan of him and Merab's, and I'm just because of this UFC 311, I know they gained a lot more fans and a lot more respect. And anytime Jiri is on a card, it is must watch. So I think book him versus whoever wins. Well, if Pereira wins the next fight against Ankalaev, you got to book Jiri versus him. But if Ankalaev wins, it's going to be, unfortunately, a weird spot for Jiri. I think he's going to have to take another fight before fighting for the title again. So if that does happen, if Ankalaev does win, I think Jiri's next fight should be Khalil Roundtree. And I'm taking Jiri. You have to take him over anyone else in the division except for Pereira. So